Reading from the script of Kings of Kremnos, stories of past Kremnoan kings written by Ptolemy, Mighty's deceased comrade in arms. This particular book is about how Gorgo, the Kremnos founder, killed a lion and built the city. We're on Volume 1. Preface. A chronicle is a measure and a record of time, while a national fortune book records the rise and fall of a nation. I, Ptolemy, have studied most of the books in the archives of Castrum Kremnos. In the royal biographies, most are focused on praising the current rulers, filled with eulogistic words, yet short of insightful advice. To fill this gap, I've endeavored to trace the 2,500-year history of Castrum Kremnos, documenting the dynasty's rise and decline and the great deeds of its rulers, to preserve its enduring spirit and the legacy of Nicanor for future generations to come. My work, Kings of Kremnos, is yet to be completed. As I follow the lone detachment with each day uncertain and the future's fate unknown, I may never have the chance to see the new King of Kremnos ascend to the throne. Should I fall before then, I leave it to the future hands to complete this work. At the dawn of the era Bellica, Nicodor forged hundreds of warriors and weapons, determined to claim the heads of the Foundation Titans. While the people of Amphoreus trembled in fear, one warlike tribe was awestruck by the Lance of Fury's glory. United under their light, they rallied to follow Nicodor's path. The tribe leader was Gorgo, a warrior of unparalleled valor. Armed with a single shield and spear, they forged fearlessly into hundreds of foes. When they returned triumphant, the enemy commanders had at their belt. Their breastplate shone unscathed. The battle between the Strife Titan Nicodor and the Sky Titan Aquila was long and arduous. In pursuit of the hundred-eyed giant bird above the clouds, Nicodor's divine body often streaked from one city to another. Therefore, Gorgo's tribe had to march day and night, guided only by the earth-shaking battle roars of Nicodor. During these relentless journeys, Gorgo and their followers traversed many lands and had countless wondrous encounters. After extensive research, I've chosen to record some of the most incredible tales. Gorgo's most renowned feat is their bare-handed battle against the giant lion of Tritos. At the time, their tribe was passing through the city of Tritos, where the local lord hosted a banquet in their honor. However, no meat was served. The lord explained that a fierce lion had long occupied the outskirts of the city. All meat was regularly sent to appease the beast's hunger, for if its hunger went unsated, it would raid the city, devouring its vulnerable inhabitants. Gorgo's tribe revered the warrior spirit of Nicodor and despised the idea of settling in one place for a life of peace. Initially, they intended to leave this land to its own fate. However, after days of travel without a single taste of meat, their hunger became unbearable. Driven by desperation, they ventured to the outskirts of Traitos to hunt the lion. Under the scorching sun, Gorgo and their followers, armed with spears and shield, ventured into the plain to confront the fearsome beast. Unlike ordinary lions with dull coats, this Tratos lion was extraordinary, its form as massive as a city gate, its fur gleaming like a golden flame, shining under the sunlight like a colossus gilded in gold. At the sight of this magnificent creature, Gorgo's grit ignited. Casting aside their spear and shield, they instructed their followers to stand down. They would face the beast alone, barehanded, for an ultimate battle of strength. The duel was over in moments. As the lion emerged from its lair, Gorgo struck swiftly, effortlessly bringing the beast down. With a few swift blows, they shattered several of its joints. Though the lion lay defeated, its thunderous roar still echoed, enough to shatter the innards of ordinary folks. Yet Gorgo and their followers, hardened by years of following Nicodor and enduring the terrifying battle cries of Titans, felt no fear. It is said that for over a century after the lion's death, its dying roar continued to reverberate across the outskirts of Tretos. Years of pursuing Nicodor had left the entire tribe utterly exhausted. It was then that they arrived at a city devoted to Oronyx, where the local priests delivered the divine oracle. The blade of fury and their pursuers shall forever hang above the earth. After days of deliberation, Gorgo and their followers made a decision. They would build a fortress for Nicador's arrival. When Nicador passed by, their mightiest warrior would stand atop the fortress to halt them. Then the entire tribe would display their indomitable spirit, seeking the Strife Titan's recognition and benediction. Months later, the fortress was completed, and Nicador, in pursuit of Aquila, drew near Gorgo's tribe. The entire tribe shouted Nicador's name towards the divine body, but the Strife Titan, fixated on hurling spears at Aquila, paid them no heed. Seeing that Nicador was about to leave, Gorgo had an idea. They rushed into the storeroom and retrieved the head of the Tratos lion, and a monstrous trophy so fearsome that perhaps even Thanatos refused to claim it. Remarkably, years had passed, and yet the head remained unrotten. With a few strides, Gorgo leapt onto the fortress wall, raising the lion's head high above their forehead. Using the beast's hollow skull as a resonator, they let out a deafening roar. Though not so powerful as Nicador's battle cry, it was enough to halt the Strife Titan. As Nicador turned to look back, Gorgo flung their arm and hurled the head with such force that it embedded itself into the wall. Leading their warriors, they once again shouted praises to the Lance of Fury. The proud Strife Titan finally acknowledged their resolve and bestowed upon the tribe a blade forged by the Titan's own hand. To honor the Titan's gift, the tribe began to build a fortress around it with giant stones. Over time, a mobile citadel known as Castrum Kremnos took shape. Gorgo was crowned its first king, revered by later generations as the founder of Kremnos and the Lion Slayer King.